What I used to do is the biggest value for me in marketing was always on the back of my shirt, the back of my jacket, or back of my top of my hat. And it was always Jeff Lobb, how real estate gets done was my slogan. So it had the word real estate in it. And then it had, at the time I had a toll-free number, 888 Jeff Lobb, because back then toll-free numbers were cool, I guess. The second someone starts telling me all about what they do and it feels like pitchy, I don't even want to talk about it. So
it happened to me in Vegas when we were there for the Inman event. Like a brand new vendor. I didn't literally like introduced right into pitch. And I'm like, like
slow down,
slow down, dude. Like I just met you, so
we have a drink and let's talk
about that for sure.
So I always like to talk about things first, even if it's about them. I'd rather never talk about me first. It's like, oh my God, how are you doing? What are some things you're up to lately? What are you doing for a living nowadays? And getting them to talk first a little bit is always helpful. If it gets awkward, some people might say, well, what about you? And instead of me telling about what I do, I'm like, hey, I've been living in town for a long time. I've got 6 kids. Home is chaotic. I coach kids lacrosse. I coach football. And it all wraps around my crazy real estate career on top of that. So super busy and hectic, but I love my family. I love the town we live in. And I get some spare time in the meantime to sell real estate. So I joke through it sometimes, or I'll spin it into a conversation. Like someone will say, how was your weekend? Oh, my weekend was great. We had 2 football games. It was awesome. We won both our games. Even had time to squeeze in a great open house, got 2 offers on the open house, and wrapped up with a nice dinner with my wife at the Circle restaurant down the road. Have you ever been there? And in the meantime, they just heard that, oh, you're in real estate?
Right.
Yeah, I got an open house. We got a couple great offers on that. And then even sometimes when they want to talk about it, because everyone wants to talk about it, but you have to be able to sprinkle it in with super busy weekend. I was able to get, 2 or 3 buyers out. We made some great offers. But I also had some real fun at my kids' lacrosse game this weekend. Even though we lost, it was just fun to get out and do some outdoor stuff. Like that's just natural combo without any focus on that, but they heard that.
Right.
We know they heard that. And the other thing to tie into that is, and this was really big for me, was to not be a secret agent. My branding was always on me in some form of subtle advertising. Subtle, meaning it could just be my baseball cap on a Saturday, but it wasn't just at the time, it might've been Remax or whoever I was with. It might've said like, I had a logo, but no one really cares about that. What I used to do is the biggest value for me in marketing was always on the back of my shirt, the back of my jacket, or back of my top of my hat. And it was always Jeff Lobb, how real estate gets done was my slogan. So it had the word real estate in it. And then it had, at the time I had a toll-free number, 888 Jeff Lobb, because back then toll-free numbers were cool, I guess.
Right.
Now I could be standing in line at Dunkin' Donuts, intentionally marketing and prospecting silently. Because I know if I'm in line and I got 10 people behind me, they can see the back of my hat that I'm in real estate. And if I had something across my golf shirt on the top of my golf shirt and it had my slogan and logo, I know they know I'm in real estate. Now they just want to, and I get the tap on the shoulder. Hey, Jeff, or hey, you in real estate? I'm like, yeah, hey, what's going on? You got a card on you? I'm like, yeah, sure, what's up? Now I am in line at Dunkin' Donuts because here's what I did. I, with intent, went where people are. And these were the people that were outside the farm area I was selling. So my farm area was like 800 condos, townhouses. I was always present in the areas they would go visit before, during, and after work. But I was visually not gaudy, not clunky, just with some little swag where I know they can see I was in real estate all the time. And they would actually come to me and ask me questions.
Want to keep getting tips, hit the subscribe button as well. Thanks for watching, and we hope you get a lot out of this.